Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Middara on Tabletop Simulator. So I'm just resetting some stamina real quick. 3. Also, I didn't use ambitious. I should have used it at least at some point, but that's okay. Yeah, with ambitious, I could have possibly maybe got to where I needed to be, but really a lot of the stuff was just popping up on other people's turns, so it wasn't going to make that much of a difference. In any case, we got no reward. We go to secret entrance. Let's go ahead and clear the table, because oh boy, this is a mess. And we can take all this stuff over here. Clear this. All right. Secret entrance. Nightingale stumbled along, tired from traveling all day. Slime and dirt coated her from crawling through the tunnels, and her hands were starting to feel unsteady. I've changed my mind about on the whole complimentary pest control thing, Zeke muttered behind her. That was a severe monster infestation. If they tried to escape in these tunnels, they would have been eaten. If they tried to escape in these tunnels, they would have been eaten alive. We should be getting paid for this. They were all crawling, as the most recent stretch had gone from cavern to tunnel. At least there weren't any places for monsters to hide in the cramped space, and so far, no more attacks. We can trade the service for information, Nightingale whispered. A pile of dead monsters for one insignificant Theodosian mage? It's a steal. The passage twisted around another bend that came to an abrupt stop. At the end of the tunnel was a large flat stone. Light glowed faintly at its edges. Hey, it's the end. Remy stopped. There was little space in the corridor to get a good look, but no room to move around. Guess we just push it? Rook nodded. Sideways like this? Sideways like this. It's probably right against the floor. Maybe behind something. We'll have to really put our backs into it. Remy twisted sideways, though there wasn't enough room for Rook to go past her completely. They were all about to get quite cozy. Just don't squish my wings. Count of 3, yeah? They all got ready, cramping up against the exit and bracing as best as they could. 1, 2, 3. The wall segment wasn't up against something, as Rook had suggested, nor did it grind slowly out. Instead, it offered no resistance at all, shooting them out of the tunnel like a cork from a bottle. The passage opened about 6 feet above the floor, and they landed in a tangled heap, bruised and moaning. Nightingale whimpered and squirmed sideways to get out of the pile while nursing her bruised tail. The room looked like a cellar packed with shelves, crates, and barrels. Long shadows of storage containers stretched in the dim glow of a handful of tiny glowstones. As they regained their bearings, they noticed that they weren't alone. A few feet away from them, a young man had dropped a heavy cask in surprise, then spun around to stare. He wasn't dressed like a servant, but in a fancy coat of black and violet. Red gemstones were woven into the fabric. His eyes shone the same color. The hell? Nightingale scrambled back, struggling to right herself against the stunning force of her fall. We can explain. Oh, I bet you can. The stranger's deep voice held a cold anger, his words slow and confident. You've come to finish the job your blighted wretch could not. He reached up, tugging a pair of faintly glowing pendants from around his neck. You won't leave here alive. Stop him! Rook jumped toward the man, but he couldn't free himself from the tangle of his friends. He's calling an esper. Zeke was up with his weapon drawn, but he couldn't close the distance in time. The man raised his voice to a shout, though he didn't seem to be talking to them. Titus, Quinn, Rivka's son requires your service. Brilliant light flashed, and wind rushed around Rook. By the time he managed to get to his feet again, 2 menacing twin Savani stood at the ready, holding their massive shields high. So here are the twin Savani. These ones are male. Alright, boss fight. Damocles. Alright, load page. So they actually did a pretty significant change for these bosses, mainly the HP. In this case, I actually agreed with the HP changes, because originally their HP was like 32 and the others were like 16. Like, you would just shred them so quickly. So yeah, we got that going for us. Special rules. When setting up this encounter, reveal large hidden card UM18 and small hidden cards UM18 to access Titus and Quinn's initiative and intelligent combatant cards. These cards will be used during this encounter when both Titus and Quinn are defeated. Read the following hidden text. Damocles, Wrathful Mourner. When setting up this encounter, reveal small and large hidden cards UM18 to access Damocles' initiative and intelligence combatant cards. These cards will be used during this encounter. And defeat or be defeated. The man won't listen to your protest. It looks like you'll have to defend yourself. The espers you summon look very dangerous. The man himself doesn't seem like a pushover either. Alright, did it actually include... Nope, it didn't. Alright, so we need to actually get the UM-18 things. Well, okay, well, I didn't need all of it. I only need some of it. I'll just put those over there. They'll get cleaned up later. Looks like we got some script errors too. That's alright. Alright, so all of these get put together. We need to get set up. Our setup is on the pretty much in the top right here in this little box here. So with that, we'll go ahead and put Rook in front. Actually, we'll put Nightingale in front. Remy can hang out in the back. And Zeke is going to hang out here. Actually, with how the rules are set, I should do it this way, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so Femke I'll put here. DM I'll put here. And I'll put Elfie here. Okay. And then that is all of that. Initiatives are set. Okay, I think we're good to go. So before I go ahead and do initiative, let's go ahead and go over these. So we got Titus. The United we stand. If Damocles is within SOI and would be dealt damage by an opponent, Titus or Quinn, whichever has the least damage, will swap places with Damocles and be dealt that much irreducible damage instead. Phalanx. Titus has resistance magic. While Titus is alive, Damocles will dodge the first attack made against him. It's not nimble though, so they don't get the +1 shield. And then they have, is there an opponent adjacent, make an attack, then move towards their farthest ally. So they kind of attack and then move back towards either his twin or their master. Can he move and attack an opponent within range 6? Move to be within range 6, make 2 attacks against different opponents, prioritizing the 2 nearest. If one of these attacks hits, the target may not make a move action during their next turn. And then there's, can he move towards an ally? Just catch up to everyone else. Shields do extra physical damage. Bursts do even more physical damage. They have 50 health, 6 movement, 13 defense, and 2 blue dice for their attack. Quinn is exactly the same. Yep, completely the same. And then Damocles. He is always empowered. Uses green and red for his attack. Has 3 armor, 6 movement, 12 defense, and 150 health. Has a conviction of 2 teals, just like everyone else. Defender of Hyde. The first time each turn Damocles deals damage, he heals 2. Anytime Damocles is dealt 2 or more damage from a single source, he gains a Vow token. When Damocles hits with an attack, he will spend all Vow tokens he has. The first time each turn Damocles misses an attack, he re-rolls it. Last laugh. When Damocles, Titus, or Quinn are dealt damage by an opponent, the source of that damage is dealt 2 irreducible damage. When Damocles, Titus, or Quinn are dealt damage equal to the remaining HP, the source of the damage is dealt their 2 best conviction dice worth of magic damage. And then his actions is move and attack an opponent within reach 2. In which case he just moves and makes 2 attacks at +1 physical damage. Gets opponents within reach 2. These attacks do magic damage instead of physical. And for each attack that deals final damage, deal 4 additional magic damage to the target and deal 4 irreducible damage to Damocles. So essentially, he sacrifices his health to do more damage. These attacks have the chance of inflicting Condemn, which of course means if you roll a skull, you die. And then otherwise, you just move towards the nearest ally. And if there's no allies, they move towards the nearest opponent. Shields do more damage. Bursts do even more damage. All right. Let's do this. Elfie goes first. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to go ahead and spend a stamina, take a damage, and give barrier to Rook. Which, of course, that will be exhausted. And then I'm going to go ahead and take another damage and actually take that back. And I'm going to go ahead and move this round. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go to there. Alright. Goes to Zeke. Zeke is going to go ahead and spend a stamina to go ahead and do Banish Knowledge and put haste onto Remy and the twins because of Soul Bond. Going to go ahead and also do Barrier on all three of them. And then he's going to play Courage to... we'll do all three. Why not? Okay. And then... anything else he wants to do? Oh, he's going to go ahead and pop Mend to get his other 2 heal tokens. Then he's going to go ahead and pop 2 heal tokens to heal Femke to full and heal DM for 6. And that should be it for right now. Is there anything else I want to do? I think I'm going to wait for now. We'll move him just so he's not in the way. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go here. So that'll cost him an extra stamina. Not a big deal. Next goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's hasted automatically thanks to the Tabaki. So she'll get 1 stamina. And we'll see what we can do here with the Titus. How far away is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so even with like the shadows, I can't get close enough. So I'm just going to go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that'll cost us stamina. And we're going to go ahead and open with just a standard shot because he's going to try to dodge that first strike. This is on Titus. Roll. Okay, he has he's at 15 defense. Alright, I miss. I'm going to go ahead and use a lining machine to shoot again. This time he can't dodge. Alright, I miss again. I'm not going to do a reroll. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and do Precise Strike and shoot again. Alright, I'm going to reroll the 4. Alright, 15. That's something. Alright, so it's going to be 2 damage base. 3, 4 for shields. 5, 6 because of books. And then it's going to go up to 12 because of arrows. So I'll do 12 damage to him. In return, are dealt damage by an opponent. The source of that damage is dealt 2 irreducible. So she's going to take 2 damage. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to do Quick Blow and shoot the same target. Uh, 13 exactly, so it does hit. I'll do 1, 2, 3. I'll do 9 damage in total. Oh, sorry, he has resistant magic, so he actually took 1 less from the last attack and 1 less from this attack. He has resistance magic while his twin's alive. She still takes 2 damage though, as she kind of slowly kills herself. Speaking of slowly killing herself, let's go ahead and keep that going. We're going to go ahead and use a fight drive and attack again. Okay. Kill the messenger. We'll change that into a 9, which is not enough to hit. So I will not worry about it and just take the miss. Okay. That is it for her. Goes to Remy next. Also, I could have just put Courage on herself, though. Whatever. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need to protect her. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to kind of hang out here for a bit. Let's see. Is it from attack or just a source of damage? Yeah, source of damage. Okay. That's gonna be it for her. I'm just gonna stay in place and try to soak some hits. Goes to Quinn first. There's no one adjacent. Can you move and make an attack an opponent within range 6? So it goes here. Actually, he could shoot in place. I think he could shoot in place. Yep, can shoot in place just barely. Alright, this will be at -1 attack as shooting hit through hindering. Make 2 attacks against different opponents, prioritizing the 2 nearest opponents. So it's only going to shoot once, because there's only 1 opponent to pick from. So we're going to go ahead and spend this, we're going to go ahead and use Lonely Mountain to dodge. Alright, +2, so we're at 14 defense. So -1 to the attack. 15 -1 is 14, so it hits exactly. They'll do base 0 damage. And then +2 from shields. So, and she has barrier and leather on, so she actually has 2 armor, so she takes 0. But since it hits, she can't move this turn. Don't really have a representation for that, so we'll just use an I to represent that she can't move this turn. Or during their next turn. Then it goes to Titus. Titus is gonna just shoot in place because he's within. I believe that's how it works. It's not, yeah, within means if you're already in range, you don't move. So Titus will shoot. She's gonna go ahead and spend a stamina to dodge. All right, we're now up to 16 defense. No minuses. Well, 18 is definitely a hit. So it's going to do base 2 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll do 5 damage to her. And that'll be it for that. Then it goes to DM. DM. Oh, I did forget about the haste. Since I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I forgot about haste for Remy here, so she should have 1 more stamina. Anyway, DM will get 1 stamina. And she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10. Go right there. And she's just going to hang out for now. Yeah, she'll just hang out for now. Then it goes... Actually, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so I'm going to try to jump from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll put me at 2 stamina left, which is what I'm at right now. And then I'm going to make a jump using Remy's help. So I'll roll 2 purple dice. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 6 is 14. Yeah, that's more than enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Alright, she's going right there. And she's going to go ahead and pop False Idol and Resonance. And actually, no, she's not going to attack. Not this round. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Change of plans. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going here. So we'll keep 2 stamina. The reason why I'm not doing it is because Quinn's going to dodge, and even with the reroll, there's a good chance I'm not going to hit, and that'll just kill the courage. Alright, that was DM, goes to Damocles. Can move and attack an opponent with reach 2, yes. Nearest opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so he's going to go here. Yep, he can do that. Alright, so attacking from reach 2 on Remy. Make 2 separate attacks. So Remy will try to dodge the first one, spending a stamina. She will re-roll that with Morbid Leather. Okay, she has 14 defense. Alright, misses, and then he's going to make a second attack. I'm going to go ahead and spend her last stamina to dodge. No re-rolls, unfortunately, so it's just a flat fail. Alright, and misses again. So misses and misses. Okay, that's it. That 6 of Damocles goes to Femke. So Femke is going to get a stamina point, and then she's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go to here. I'll cost her 1 more stamina, which is fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and do False Idol. Still a good chance they'll. This is on Quinn. Quinn will try to dodge because it's the first strike. So he's up to 15 defense. Alright, that's 12. We'll trigger everything you want. 13, still a miss. There goes the courage, which is fine. It was going to happen one way or the other. Alright, and then I'm going to spend 2 stamina to attack again. And miss again. Okay, well, there's that. Alright, that is it for Femke. Goes to Rook. Rook is not hasted. He's going to go ahead and flip haste and core to give himself haste. And then he'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to spend a stamina to go ahead and place Font of Renewal. Put this beneath these two. Okay. And then he's going to do Corrosive Ideal. He's going to target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be targeting Titus. So roll the die. 6 plus 6 is 12. Conviction. 12. I'm going to force a reroll using the MP3 player. Okay, he is now poisoned. It'll be nice because if he dies from poison, then no one's going to explode from it. Alright, then it's new round. Reset initiative. Alright, Titus goes first. We'll do purple damage. 3. So he takes 3 purple damage. Then he's going to do his thing. He's just going to... let's see, does he have a... Okay. He can shoot at 2 different opponents, so he's going to do that. And just to make sure I did this right, easiest example is just to use an Earth Loa. Yeah, within. So that means it doesn't move. Alright, so he's going to make 2 separate attacks. He'll target... we'll target Remy first. Remy, unfortunately, has no stamina left, so it's just going to be a raw roll. And of course, it's going to be a nearly maxed out roll. So 18 versus 12 defense, so it's going to be 6 damage base. 3, 4, 5. There'll be 10 in total. So 10 damage in total. With the 2 armor, brings it down to 8. So And she's already not able to move. Then it's going to shoot at Femke. Femke is going to nimble dodge and fail. And then -1 to the attack because shooting into hindering. 14 is a hit. It's going to be 1 damage base, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she has barrier, so I'll do 4 damage instead. And she's also hit with one of those stupid immobile things. Okay, and then that is it for him. Now goes to Quinn. Quinn's going to pretty much keep shooting. We'll shoot at Remy. It's going to be -2 to the attack because shooting through an ally and hindering. So 15 -2 is 13, so 1 damage base, 2, 3. It's going to do 1 damage to her. And then shooting at Femke, who can't dodge anymore. Alright, 14, -1 because of shooting into hindering. It's an exact hit. So it'll do 2 damage, -1 because of armor, so it'll be 1 damage. And that's it. And then that is all for that. Okay. Then it goes to DM. And DM is going to heal for 2. Get a bunch of stamina and then move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to go ahead and do a false idol with resonance. Targeting Quinn. Quinn will dodge because it gets to dodge 1 time. Gets nothing. 14's a hit against 13 defense, so it'll be base damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 6 damage. And she's going to take 2 in return. Then she's going to go ahead and gets up to 2 different opponents with an SOI. Reduce the SP cost by 1 if all targets have an effect. So I'm actually going to target only... Actually, they're resistant to magic, so never mind. We're just going to do regular attacks for now until we kill one of the twins. So attack, no dodging this time. 15 versus 13, so 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. And she's going to take 2 in return because of the other nonsense. Is it irreducible? Yeah, it's irreducible. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and I think I'm just going to hold on to the rest of the stamina for now. Alright, that was DM. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's going to heal 2 from the font. And we're going to go ahead and open things up with 4 stamina. We're going to use 2 of the stamina to attack Titus. Titus is going to dodge. Fails it. And then we shoot. 13 exactly. I'm not moving, so I do get +1. And then -1 because I'm shooting through allies. So it's going to be exact hit for 1, 2, 2 damage from shields. Only 1 magic from books because it's halved. And then another 6 from arrows, which brings it up to 9 damage. And then she takes 2 irreducible in return. Then she's going to go ahead and spend a stamina to do quick blow. And fire again. Alright, 15. Exactly. It's going to be 2 damage base, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then another 6 on top of that is 12. So 12 damage in total. And she'll take 2 magic as a result. And I'm actually okay with her blowing up, because if she blows up, I can resurrect her and have her act again. Supposedly that's not the intention, but that's how the rules are written as far as adding someone to the board, and I'm going to stick with that. Alright, so we'll do Precise Strike next, which is a bit overkill, admittedly. 14, that's a hit. It's going to do 1 damage base, and then another 6 on top of that, which is from the arrows, which is enough to kill. So when this happens, alright. The source of the damage is dealt 2 best conviction dice worth of magic damage, so we'll do that. So we take... so the weird thing here is... I think you still take the 2 irreducible on top of it. So it's going to be 2 irreducible, and then I'm going to take 10 magic, which will be reduced to 5, which will kill her. The question is do I want to let the death happen? Because I can re-roll if I want to. With a demon voucher. Or I could just have Rook pop a... You know what? I'll have Rook pop a Bottle Blessing. So it's going to heal 3 for someone with an SOI. So she'll heal 3. Then she'll take 5, putting her at 14. Alright, but that does... this thing is not a Esper summon. Like if it's Spirit Blade, for example, it says opposing Esper. So since it doesn't say opposing Esper, you actually can get loot from this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my loot. Draw a card. Monster loot. You can't get monster loot from a Savani Guardian. Fairly certain you can't get it from a Savani Guardian. Let me check what happens with that. Be right back. Okay. If it can't be drawn, you just shuffle it back in and then draw again. Alright, 6 gold. And if it's the last card in the deck, then you just discard it. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get monster loot in this particular part. Alright, so she's down to 1 stamina. I'm just going to leave it as is. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is for now, because I can't do anything else. If I try to get in a position to attack Damocles, they're just going to swap, and I'm going to take damage anyway. Alright, so it goes to Damocles. Damocles is unwounded still. And he's going to... Yeah, he's just going to go after nearest opponent, which is still Remy. Remy has not acted yet, so she's just going to get wrecked. Misses because of Skull. Alright, and then second attack. Alright, 14 does hit. She has 12 defense, so it's going to be 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6... Or sorry, 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. And then on top of that, takes 4 irreducible damage to himself and does another 4 on top of that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes up to 12. I reduce it by 2 because of the armor, so it does 10 damage in total. All right, no more flight ability on Remy because she's heavily wounded at this point. The first time each turn Damocles deals damage, he heals 2. Oh, I also forgot Damocles, when he misses an attack, rerolls his attack roll. So I'm going to do one more attack. I'm going to do an additional attack from previous round because I messed that up. All right, for previous round, it missed again, so it didn't matter. Then I need to do another attack from this round. All right, 13 is a hit. It's going to be base damage 1, 2, and then 5. Oh, all these attacks do magic damage and not physical, so it doesn't get reduced. So she does take another 2. Alright. So he'll actually... first time each turn Damocles deals damage, he heals 2. I don't know what the order of operations is, as far as the dealing final damage and all that stuff. I'm just going to assume it's the other way. Oh, also he does an additional physical damage against opponents within... Okay, so he actually does an additional 1 damage to each of his attacks, so we'll add 2 more damage. or sorry, we'll add 1 more damage, and then we'll do the calculation for this attack. So 13, it's going to be base damage 1, 2 because of the +1, 3, and then 6, and then another 4 on top of that for 10 in total. Alright, sorry about that. I completely forgot his ability that converted everything to magic. The rest of the attacks are fine. Those were physical. Alright. Yeah, and he does this for each attack as long as he doesn't kill himself, I guess. Also, I have to make a check to see if I get condemned, so I'll go ahead and make those now. I have to make 2 checks. Alright, I'm condemned. Not a huge deal, because it's just going to get removed before it actually triggers. Because it's I pick the order of when the status phase gets resolved. Yeah, during the status phase. Okay. Also, this needs to be put back in the pile. Alright, that is it for Damocles. He did his thing. Then it goes to Elifie. Elifie is going to go ahead and get her stamina. She's going to spend 1 to go ahead and Gore Cleanse. She also will heal and then Gore Cleanse. She'll go ahead and cleanse off the Condemn, just so she can now focus on healing instead. Then she's going to go ahead and move. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she'll just go here. That's fine. Alright. Then it goes to Zeke. Zeke will heal 2. He'll get 3 stamina. He's going to go ahead and spend his heal tokens to heal Nightingale for 12. And then he's going to go ahead and move. Well, actually, before he does any of that, we'll go ahead and give Mage Armor and Courage to Nightingale. And he'll give himself Haste. And then he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's going to start throwing. He's going to throw 2 oranges for a total of 13. So that's 27. Each attack is separate, so it's going to do a total of 4 damage back at him. And then he's going to go ahead and use Backpack to swap. Get all that situated. And then he'll throw his axes and do another 6. And then he's going to go ahead and take 4 more damage as a result. And that's it for him. And just checking a few things. Yeah, so even the reducing physical damage wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. That's okay. Alright, goes to... That was Zeke, goes to Rook. Gets 4 stamina. He'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll provoke the break attack. He will try to dodge, because Damocles is actually kind of dangerous. Alright, misses anyway. That's great. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's the rules for this? Would be dealt damage by an opponent, they swap places. So as long as I don't do damage, I can put effects on Damocles. So I'm going to put effects on Damocles. So I'm going to spend a stamina to try doing poison first. 3 plus 6 is 9. I don't think he can fail it unless he rolls bare minimum. Okay. And then he'll spend a stamina and try to apply Wilt next. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm not going to bother re-rolling because I rolled bare minimum twice in a row. All right, that was Rook. Goes to Femke. Femke does have sight of, is within range and sight of the thing, so she's going to go ahead and heal 2. Then she's going to go ahead and get 4 stamina. She's going to go ahead and use False Idol to attack Quinn. Quinn will try to dodge. He is going to dodge. He's at 17 defense. 13, everything you want will trigger. That would have hit if it weren't for the skull. So it misses. I'm going to spend 2 stamina to attack again. Well, that could have hit, except it's decided to swirl instead. And then I'm going to spend 2 more stamina to attack one more time and use Brutal Slaughter. Okay, those other 2 shots were just for zeroing. Alright, 18 versus 13, so it'll be 5 damage base. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, and then 19 in total. So 19 damage physical, which is enough to kill. So that'll take out Quinn. It's going to do 2 irreducible to Femke, and then it's going to do conviction dice worth of damage and magic. Does 9, which gets taken down to half, so 5 damage. She's no longer rooted. I do get to draw loot. I get 10 gold. Putting us at 294. And when we defeat both of them, gain Sloan the Great Wall uncommon weapon. If available, gain a random one-handed uncommon weapon instead. So we do get a shield. Yep, here's Sloan the Great Wall. This is going to go to Remy, which means it's going to go to the stash for now. But it combos with melee to become a green die. You can exhaust a counter. You can exhaust at any time another ally with an SOI. At any time another ally with an SOI gains +1 armor until end of turn. And you can, it's pretty much standard medium shield, but it's just stronger. It's going to be great for Rook once I actually get it to him. It's pretty much going to replace the Maul of the Warden. Alright, that is it for the twins. That was it for my twins as well. That was Femke. Well, she can she move? No, she already used all of her stuff. Okay. Goes to Remy. She's going to recover too. This guy does not have Provoke, so we don't need to worry about that stuff. Let's go ahead and refresh all this. Before we go, I'm going to go ahead and flip my Animism just to throw a purple at him. We do 2 damage, which I should have waited because he still has 3 armor, so it does 0. But that's okay. What I'm going to do, she's actually going to stay in place. She'll have 4 stamina. She'll stay in place. I'm going to go ahead and pop a summon because Femke hasn't moved yet. Wait, change the plans. I am going to spend 1 stamina to move. We're going to go right there. So we're going for flanking here, obviously. And we're going to I pop the first summon token to make Femke take her move action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so can attack diagonally that way. And she's going to, then I'm going to go ahead and start just throwing summon tokens at it. So use it for attacking. We got flanking, so +1 to the attack. That's 13 plus 1 is 14. That is a hit. Damocles only has 12 defense. So it's going to be base damage 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to go up to 9 because of backstab. And then it's going to go back down to 6 because of armor. And anytime Damocles, yeah, she's going to end up taking 2 damage in return. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep throwing summoning tokens at him. Oh, also, anytime Damocles takes more than 2 damage from a source, he gains a Vow token. So he's going to get a Vow token, which is going to add up very quickly. So Vows, you can have up to 5 at a time, and you can spend them when attacking. Whenever you deal damage, to do 2 more damage of the same type. Doesn't matter if it's physical or magical. It'll do. Doesn't matter if it's magic or a standard attack. Anyway, I missed on the other attack. I've already used everything you want, so that has been spent. We'll go ahead and attack again with another summon token. 17, 18. So it's going to be 6 damage base. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 18, and then it goes back down to 15 for a whopping 29. And then she'll take 2 damage in return, and then we're going to get another Vow token. Pop another summon token. Oh, I can't move because of this thing. So we'll take back... I hit twice earlier, so it's just going to take back 4 damage. Yeah, I can't move with Remy right now because of the root, which sucks. But since I'm already committed, I'm going to go ahead and just keep swinging. So misses, and then last one. So I had 1 less attack because I'm no longer flanking, and I wasn't doing backstab anymore. So I'm still going to do it anyway, just for the stuff. So misses. There we go. All right, everything's been burned. And that's it for that. That's the end of the round, so new round. Okay. Goes to Zeke. I'm just thinking real quick. I had already thrown the hand axis, so that's all situated. Alright, so I'll put Courage on the trio again. Then he's going to spend the stamina to move. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go here. Alright, and then he's going to go ahead and backpack swap. And go ahead and switch to an oversized club. He's going to go ahead and put bear. It doesn't matter. This guy does all magic, so it doesn't matter. Alright, we're just going to spend 2 stamina to attack. This has to be empowered because it's an oversized club. And I missed completely. I'm going to go ahead and pop Fight Drive at this point. And attack again. Alright, well that's a whole lot of nothing. So that's all misses all the time. I'm not going to throw anything yet, so I'm good to go. Goes to Elfie. Elfie will go ahead and recover too. She'll spend a stamina to move. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She'll do Gore Shot. It's probably not going to work, but I'll try it. 2 plus 6 is 8. If he rolls bare minimum, it will work. Nope. And that's it for Elfie. Goes to DM. DM's going to get a bunch of stamina back. She is within line of sight of that thing, so recover 2. Spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, also -1 attack because of he was in hindering terrain. So yeah, I screwed up a bunch of shit. I completely apologize. At the very least, so I'll just reduce the damage by 2 and just leave it at that. So it might be a little bit off, but as you can probably tell, I'm pretty much in control of the fight, so it's not really a big deal. but still annoying that I made the mistake. Alright, we'll start with False Idol with Resonance. -1 to the attack. 13 -1 is 12. It is a hit. Base damage is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll do... Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because of Courage. So it'll do 4 physical damage. She will take 2 damage in return. And he will get a Vow token. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Starburst to do Resonance. Oh, actually, sorry. I did 0 damage. I did 0 damage because... Oh, no, actually, Elevy's in position. Alright, let's reset this. I thought I did 4 damage, so let's reset this back to 19. So many effects. Alright, so at this point, Elevy is debuffing the armor, so he only has 1 armor. So we got that. It's not automatically empowered for DM, so it's just a straight 13. Or straight 12 because it's hindering. So 3 shields means 3 physical, so it's going to do 0 damage. So that's actually not going to do any damage to her because she didn't do any damage. Yeah, so no damage, no Vow token. But I still get to do my follow-up, in which case I'm doing this, which is Resonance. 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 6 is 17. Okay, fails it. And then I get to roll this die of damage, do 6 magic to him. Now he gets a Vow token, and now I take the reflected damage. Alright, so sorry about that, screwed that up pretty bad. Alright, and then she's going to go ahead and just attack. And miss. That'll trigger everything you want. Miss again. There goes Courage. And then she'll attack 1 more time. 13 -1 is 12. It's going to do 0 damage. Alright, that's fine. I'm being pretty sloppy here, but Damocles, it's going to hit his turn. At this point, he's going to target, make 2 separate attacks against opponents within reach 2. So he's going to target, DM and Zeke, because they're the only ones within line of sight that have the highest initiative. So we'll start with DM first. DM is going to Nimble Dodge. Oh, actually, sorry. Makes 2 separate attacks against an opponent within reach 2. Okay. So in that case, it'll actually go after Zeke. So that's my bad. Zeke is going to dodge. He'll use a Gene Tweak, and he will keep the result. So he gets +1 defense. Which unfortunately is just short of what he needed. So it's going to hit. And it's going to do... So it's 11 exact. It's 12 versus 12 defense. So it does hit. It's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. He's going to recover 2, spend 4 for another 4 damage, bring it up to 8. And then 10, 12, 14 damage. Putting him at 23. All in one go. Then he's going to go ahead, make 2 separate attacks at this on an opponent within reach 2. He's going to go ahead and flip his Perpetrator Catsuit, and so he can't be targeted. Now it's going to go after DM. DM is going to go ahead and Nimble Dodge, get +1 to that, so she's at 14 defense. So 14 defense, it misses. He does get to re-roll. And misses again. Alright, good to go there. Yeah, he's in a really bad position. He's going to be kind of annoying. Alright, but at least all of his Vow tokens are now burned. Zeke nearly exploded, but that's kind of funny. The problem is it's all magic damage, so you can't do anything about it unless it hits someone that's actually resistant. Goes to Remy. Remy's going to recover too. Get a bunch of stamina back. Now she's going to go ahead and move. And stand here. To provide some assistance. I've already thrown, so it doesn't really matter there. Beyond that, I think I'm just going to keep her in place and let Femke take care of the rest. Actually, I might be okay with attacking with what I got. I'm down. I have 8 health left. Femke has 7 health left. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty either way. But yeah, I think I'll let Femke handle it and go from there. Speaking of, it goes to Femke's turn. Femke unfortunately is attacking through an ally, but there's not much she can do about that. So 4 stamina. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to give courage back to everybody. So here's courage, courage, and courage. Alright. Fortunately, she's not in range, in line of sight of the thing, so she's not healing. But we're going ahead and just going to go ahead and attack with False Idol. Has to be empowered. So -1 +1. So 14 is a hit. Or sorry, it's going to be -2 +1. So it's actually a -1 in total. So 13. So it's going to be 1 damage base. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then +3 from backstab is 11. And then -1 armor, so 10 damage. And then she's going to take 2 damage in response. Then she's going to spend a stamina to go ahead and do quick blow. 14 -1 is 13, so 1 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll do 5 damage. And at this point, he's at a second vow token. And she'll take 2 more damage. Then she's going to spend 2 stamina and do Brutal Slaughter. 15 -1 is 14, so 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 from backstab. 21 because of Brutal Slaughter. Back down to 20 because of armor. So 20 damage. Get a vow token. She has 21 health because you do round up. So I'm going to use that last stamina to run. 2. And she's just going to hang out here for a bit. She'll sit there and recover until we need her again. It's either that or I could technically do some other shenanigans, but that's alright. Goes to Nightingale. Fortunately, if I go here, do I have line of sight? Yes, I do. Technically, I do. Alright, so she'll go there. She'll go there with Like the Shadows, so that way she hasn't moved. That way she'll get +1 to her attack. Then she'll get -1 because she's shooting through an ally, and then -1 because she's shooting into hindering. So this attack will be at -1. We'll start with Precise Strike. Also, yeah, get our stamina. I'm going to spend a stamina to go ahead and empower this. Okay, so 15 -1 is 14. So 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or sorry, let's try this again because I forgot courage. So 15 goes down to 14. 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, and then -1 because of armor is 17 damage. So 79. And that'll give us a vow token on them. And he'll take 2 damage as a result, or she'll take 2 damage as a result. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the infection to go ahead and quick blow for free. And I'm also going to empower it. Alright, 13 -1 is 12, which is barely a hit. So base damage is 0. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 because of the burst, and then -1, that's going to be 11. So 90 out of 50. And she'll take 2 damage as a result. Then we'll go ahead and do a spend 2 stamina and attack normally. Actually, I will empower it as well. And then we'll use Kill the Messenger to change that 3 into a 9. Alright, so 16 minus 1 is 15, so base damage is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 19, and then -1 is 18, so 108. And this will max them out on Val tokens. And she'll take another 2 damage. And at this point, she doesn't really have anything to follow up with, except she can do. She's going to go ahead and do Ambitious and get herself 2 stamina. And give her everyone else 1. Also, Zeke should have gotten a stamina at some point from a Proof of Divinity Courage hit, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and spend those last 2 stamina. Well, actually, is that any time? I think it's at any time, so I'll just spend a stamina to do Quick Blow and empower it, since I did a regular strike earlier. Alright, that's going to be a hit, but I'm going to reroll the 4. Alright, slightly better. So now it's 13 in total, so 1 damage base. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, goes down to 14, so 14 damage in total. And she's going to take 2 more damage. And that's pretty much it for Nightingale. Goes to Rook. Rook's going to get 4 stamina. Refresh all this. And we're going to go ahead and start with the obvious. Let's go ahead and try to get poison on Damocles, because that would be nice. Actually, let's start with Wilt. Alright, 6 plus 6 is 12. Alright, he is wilted. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Corrosive Ideal. And I'm going to empower it. Alright, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 6 is 12. And he got 11, so he's poisoned. Alright, so at this point, it's kind of guaranteed I'm going to win. But he may take some of us down with him, just as a matter of spite. I'm going to go ahead and spend that last 2 to do Courage Stifle. No one power. 8 plus 6 is 14. Alright, he's going to take 10 damage. And he's going to take 2 as part of the reflection. And that's it. New round. Goes to Damocles. Alright, goes to Elifie. Elifie gets a bunch of that. Let's go ahead and do Gore Shot. 3 plus 6 is 9. Gets 9 exactly. And I'm going to go ahead and move. I'll go here. Then I'm going to attack. It has to be in power because I'm using the club. -1 to the attack because shooting attacking into hindering. Misses, and then misses again. Alright, goes to Zeke. Yep, goes to Zeke's turn. Zeke will get a bunch of stamina. He's going to go ahead and give himself courage. And then he's going to go ahead and start swinging. First attack. I'm going to use Fortune Telling to change this into all shields. So all shields. Alright, I am flanking, so I get +1 on the attack. I am attacking into hindering, so it'll be -1, so it's even. So it's 14 Gets defense 12, so it's going to be 2 damage. And then I get to add a purple die of damage on top of it. So another 1. Okay, so 2 damage, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 damage, minus 1 because of armor, so I'll do 10. And then another 2 because of wilt. And he's going to take 2 damage in return, which is going to kill him immediately. And so he's off the board. If I revive him, he'll come back at 12. No regrets. Alright, goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's going to recover too. And then she's going to go ahead and do Like the Shadows and move to here. Get her 4 stamina, of course. And then she's going to do Precise Strike in point blank range. No need to empower. Just do a regular shot. Alright, I'm going to re-roll the 5. That is a 4, which I can change into a 9. Alright, so I haven't moved, so I do get +1. I'm shooting to hindering, so it's going to even out. So it's 14. Base damage is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, minus 1 is going to be 12, and then plus 2 is 14. It's going to wipe him out. That will finish him off. And we will get a loot. 6 gold. Alright, sorry for fumbling with this one. There are little extra details that are kind of important. But as you can probably tell, even if I messed up a few hits or here and there, I would have won. He would have gotten possibly maybe 1 more action, which would have wiped out maybe 2 characters at best, because he only attacks twice. And then I would just finish him off. The poison and wilt would just finish him off. Alright, restore all adventures and then gain 1 experience. So everyone gets 1 experience point. Alright, and then we end up going towards We're Not Here to Fight, page 190, which is down below. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, because there's going to be a whole bunch of story stuff that we need to take care of, and then logistics afterwards. So we'll just take everyone out of this. Do that. Alright, and I'll do the cleanup later. So, I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Middara on Tabletop Simulator. As you can see, the combats get more and more intense and a lot longer, just simply because there's just so many more effects. But see you guys next time.